Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our legendary Yuan Shu campaign. This is episode 3. We pick it up from turn 13 in the winter season of 192. So jumping back into the game, we left off as we have a new army, Dongmin's army. Dong Zhuo has died, and Dongmin is actually a unique MTU character, so I'm actually kind of interested in getting him, or at least see what his stats are. But Gao Shun is here with two other generals, Dong Zhuo and Qin Yilu. Now, Qin Yilu, I believe, is actually the husband of Lady Du. He is the general that worked under Lu Bu, and he got killed, and she became widow, and Guan Yu and Cao Cao both... Where is she? She is somewhere on the road. She's right here. So, husband and wife showdown right here. And we're gonna just loop them to death, which is kind of what we hope to do here. Elsewhere, I'm debating our tactics. We talked about cutting into Cao Cao's territory right here. I might vote against that. I feel like even though we need food, a better target is not actually Kong Zhou. It's actually Huang, because we're about to time out with our deal with them. And that's true with all the vassals. So we're timing out next turn, basically this turn with time out. 2 turns with Huang, or technically 3. I think there's a 0 turn as well. And then in 4 turns with Liu Biao. So if we prepare a war against them, we can sweep through and take all of this northern Jin province territory that's north of the Yangtze River. And then that will also put us in a goodwill with Lady Wu, who currently don't like us that much because of all the dealings we have with these 3 who are at war with them, and kind of abandoned Sun Jian to his cause. And we still want a marriage with her daughter in the future for our son. And as for our other neighbors, Liu Chong is currently passive, and I don't know how long he's going to stay passive. I think as long as we have the support legitimacy deal, he's not going to really turn on us, but that will time out as well in about 5 turns. So we got to watch him. So instead of over expanding and then having all these deal time out, and then we have to come back and rescue a lot of things, I think we just keep the buffer zone here, let our generals come over here to defend Runan if Cao Cao sends a force over, and that's a big if. And we can take our time and just take this farmland into Jiangxia and then into Jiangling, and then sweep across into Xiangyang. And once we build up a little bit more money, we can even arm this group up with a whole army as well. Now, other than that, I want to try to push the marriage through, because I do want all the MTU characters just to check them out. And Luo Jun obviously is a key target here, and he gets along with our daughter, and the price has come down quite a bit. So if we can somehow convince him here... So all these are negative, that's a bit unfortunate. We could just pay him. I guess that's the solution. That's the solution with us for a lot of things. We'll try to win this fight during the end turn. We'll pay him for that marriage next turn, and then after we whoop them, I think I'm going to try to secure a peace deal with Dongmin as well, because I don't want armies to constantly come through this valley. We want to focus our armies on this territory here. We can't declare war against them for 3 turns, so that could be awkward. Alternatively, we could use these 3 turns to just destroy Kong Zhou's faction and then sell the land to Cao Cao potentially for peace, or even sell it to Liu Chong for that marriage, because then we can head down here and it won't waste any time. And this faction is one that no one really cares about. So maybe we'll use our army for that purpose. They will heal up mostly in a turn. Some of them who we just recruited and some of them who took a lot of damage is not going to heal, but it's going to be pretty fast here just because we have this giving us 10% extra replenishment. We're going to move them to the town. They're going to be responsible for that defense, and then we're waiting for them to actually attack us. Now we don't have much cash, so we don't have any building available, and we also need small city to build any of these upgrades, and we don't have that because we don't have any food to upgrade our towns to small cities. This is just because we're poor, and we don't actually have enough characters to use Liu Hong, Yang Hong as our administrator, which is what we wanted to do. We actually have everyone either out on the field or doing assignments. Now, he's probably not, like, he doesn't have the right skills or traits to be an effective administrator, but then again, I don't think we have anyone who does. Yeah, these are, I mean, brilliant trade is a good administrative trait, 10% income, but he's probably better off in other positions with Stuart, and then his faction-wide bonus is decent. It's not super good. So I think what we're going to do is going to wait one more turn. We're going to cancel Yang Hong to either make him the administrator, or we're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope someone good shows up here that can take over as administrator, because right now I don't think anyone is up for the task. 5% to all income is decent, but +1 mustering turns not good, and that doesn't really help us. And he's also a commander, so he's not going to have any skills that are helpful to us. Technically strategists are good. Let's see what trait she has. Oh, she has Burin trait. He's ambitious and Burin, so I guess increased ambition to gain independence is an issue. She has 3 traits that has increased ambition to gain independence. That's slightly concerning. But if we put her there, we get +3 public order, plus 15% income from all sources. So as long as we keep her happy, she probably wouldn't leave us. So we're going to wait a turn, hope she's still in our pool. We want to boost our prestige up and then immediately drop it. So we're going to use her to drop it. And it's nice that all these legitimacy deals are timing out because we get enough points already. So I think we're just going to end turn, let this fight commence, unless they are really gunning for Liu Chong, but I doubt that. And we're probably going to skip over this fight, but let's see. Alright, right on cue, they have come to attack us. We are going to try to loop this out, so I'm not going to show it. We're just going to cut through to the end. Now, I know this is, some people might call this cheesy, but the game is designed wrong, and we're going to showcase that it's wrong until they fix it. And the simplest fix for this is to make all the towns, all the cities, all the counties, town squares where the flag is, make it capture to win instead of capture to lose morale, and then this strategy will just break, and then we have to find a proper way to defend. But for now, we're just gonna fight it out. So see you guys at the end. Alrighty guys, we wiped them out. Cao Cao was a little difficult. He had a gold weapon and he was unbreakable. So we had to actually have our general and our units come out and fight him. Qin Yinru was captured. Now this is awkward because we have his wife in this fight as well. So I think we'll just release him, spare his life. Be quite cruel to kill him. We definitely need the money. Alrighty, new turn. We got 2 marquees. We can start spending our legitimacy rapidly because we want to bring down our diplomatic penalty here. I don't really care for the 20% income at this point because our base income is rather low, and I don't care for public order very much either. So we can get rid of that. Liu Chong once again proves the case. He is not a good defender of the Han. You have the Tyrant's army right here all defeated, and they decide to retreat instead of come wipe them out. That's up to him. I mean, we are not here to judge. Alright, we get a few generals. We get a couple of sentinels here, which is nice because they could be very useful administrators. So can champions if they have the right traits. They can be good future peasantry characters, but he is not one of those. She is a bandit with poison volley active. Yan Baihu passed loyalties in 190. This is already 193, so she's definitely not a spy because they don't come wandering around for 3 years doing nothing. So she also has minus 10% recruitment cost for army, so we can just throw her into any army for a discount recruiting. Excellent character. Excellent administrator as well. 10% commerce, which is what we need. Retinue upkeep. Man, how can... She is really good. Like, really, really good. Yangbo clerk. So, future role in the government, perhaps. -2 construction time. Energetic is good for movement. 10% peasantry. It's interesting on a sentinel because... I guess we can use him in places like Badong. Badong has harbor, has peasantry income, has industry income. So this gives a little bit of peasantry, this gives a little bit of commerce, this gives a little bit of industry. That kind of works out, but definitely not as good. Oh, industry exploitation, however, is the 30% boost to industry, not reform, assignment that we do a lot. So this is also useful in this case. Lord of Thunder, enemy has twice as many units. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is actually recruit both of these sentinels right here. That will push our legitimacy down a tier, and if we see other generals, we'll keep recruiting. We have a happiness issue within this army. Is Zhang Hong. Desire for higher court positions. It's a bit unfortunate. I think either we recall him and give him a assignment job, which sounds kind of lame for someone as good as Zhang Hong, or we just temporarily give him orator until we can figure out satisfaction in some other method. So just have a little bit of extra cost. They're still going to be defending a large town. They might come attack us again, but they're pretty beat. If our generals were healthy, I would just go out and delegate this, but actually there's no but. They're so injured that I actually think we can win the delegate. I don't want him to bounce back. Alright, so we'll consider that. Meanwhile, we're going to shuffle them over. I think we wipe them out and then make a deal with Cao Cao. He's also at war with Liu Chong, so Liu Chong would like us to go to war with him. Now, I don't know if Cao Cao would take this piece, but at least we have a buffer zone. If Cao Cao doesn't want to take it, we can always use this farmland to trade with Liu Chong for the marriage that we want, and we can steal Luo Jun over here. Now, I don't like how he has a retinue already, because we have to pay for that in redeployment, but that's another issue. Now, we get another reform. And I think the optimum path is either to go shaft mining, because we have so many mines. We have 2 mines right now. Or we actually just want to upgrade for tier 4 private workshop. Or go down this way for tier 4 state workshop in the future. Going tier 4 in is also optimum, just because the way we're playing, we're actually forced to recruit 1 of each unit. That's kind of a self-imposed rule. So having a repeating crossbow on lock means we get to have 1 more unit in our strategist armies. So that's another thing to consider, perhaps. There's nothing that will help us right away, because we have a free trade route that we have no use for. Technically, extra population might help. Discount on mines. Yeah, I guess this helps. This might be the most helpful one right away, because now we can upgrade Jade Mine and Iron Mine. And that's not restricted by the level of your settlement. I think we're going to do this, yeah. Get shaft mining out of the way. This army will go attack, and then we'll work out a marriage deal with the territory that we gain. I'm still debating what to do here, and also we're looking for an administrator. And I think we want it in Nanyang, and we're going to use the bandit character that we got. Now let's see if she has any items. Nothing really. We can deck her out. Yang Hong can lose that. The goal is to give her as much expertise as possible. And also have, construction time bonuses and so forth. Alright, that's good. So we're going to have her be the administrator here, because she will give us 10% commerce. Ooh, oh, but there is one thing about bandit characters though that we have to consider, that in the long run she doesn't have any of the income boosting abilities or skills versus having these scholarship and intuition. I think at the end of the day, we still want Yang Hong here for now. Then we shouldn't have shuffled all the items, because he needs 2 levels. Yeah, it's gonna go on cooldown. That's our mistake. Yeah, I forgot about the bandit situation. It's okay, so we'll shift over all the items back next turn, but we're gonna put Yang Hong here as the administrator. Why can't we? Did we not cancel his assignment? Wow, okay. We messed up a lot of things. Well, I guess that's fine. We wait 1 extra turn. We just won't build anything. It'll be the same build speed with the builder buff, so we're not actually losing out on anything. And for her, we want her on the battlefield. So he would use his industrial exploitation in Runan instead of Yang Hong, now that Yang Hong is coming back. So we'll save him for this. And then we need another character to be doing assignments here to boost potentially industry. Not her, because she is going to go into an army. We're going to swap her with Lady Du for right now, just because she's the most injured. Man, Zhang Xiu doesn't get along with, like, anyone. Zhang Xun. Zhang Xun. That's fine. This is rather temporary as well. I don't think we're keeping bandit warriors, so we're just gonna get rid of both. Or get rid of one right now, just so that no archers will shoot. Oh, they have no archers anyways. And then we're gonna use this army just to wipe them out. Yeah, now we can just secure a delegate victory, making things a little bit easier. Okay. We're gonna run them back. We're gonna probably recall everyone so they can all heal. Yeah, let's see a couple things. First off, Dong Zhuo's balance of power is gonna be reflected next turn. And we should see a big swing here where peace is going to be easier, and we'll see what price he put on that piece. We declare war on Kong Zhou. We want this marriage. 9.1. Got a little bit pricier. I wonder if it's because we would recall the general. But we can use that territory, as we said, to secure this deal with him. Which we would like to do, and keep him as a friendly buffer between us and the crazy Cao Cao over there. So let's get this fight started. Do we have any new items or anything that could help us? Not really. Okay, so... Well, farmland is open field battle, so it doesn't matter if he's defending here or not. Yeah, it actually doesn't matter. Ooh, does he have a Jade Rooster? He does. I believe the Jade Rooster and the builder item is a set. Oh, Jade Snake. Ah, close. If we get the Jade Snake and builder, we get additional -1 construction time. That would be lovely. But we don't have that. So let's just attack. We'll drag that army in as reinforcement. Night battle would be easier, but it would mean faction not destroyed. She would suicide into us during the end turn, which is totally fine, actually. Right, that's actually totally fine. This way we get a nice morale hit on this group, and we can only just, you know, deal with this. Alright, let's jump into the fight here. Alrighty, we're loaded up in here. It's raining, and we're kind of downhill, or slightly downhill, I guess, compared to where they're starting, but I don't think it's going to matter very much. Very simple unit running at us. We pretty much just want as open as an area that we can find to fight in. You know what? We're not going to make things difficult for ourselves. This is just a better place to set up the army. She has the healing buff. Yeah, but no one really needs to be healed. Damage resistance. Okay, so these have 65% range block chance. These have 55. So we're gonna put these in the front. They don't have any cavalry. They do have a lot of archers. So we're gonna have these guys just kind of frontlining for us, and then she is gonna move right between here and give them all 15% damage resistance. These guys can actually hide. There we go. And they can try to flank if possible. Put these right behind. And these guys will just be in the reserve to just stay out of the way. Also, these guys need to stay out of the way because they have no range block chance. Once the units collapse, they can maybe flank. I'll keep her next to mom with the bow active and ready to go. We're still not in Oaththorn yet, but we are already friends with both the mom and the daughter, it seems. Right, because they have close relative and then friends with 2 people, so we're good. And we're gonna let them come. And I don't think the heal that we mentioned earlier will heal units back, because we kind of tested out in the last fight, so that's good. It's not a ridiculous skill where you actually have people resurrecting on the battlefield. I think it will heal the general though. Is he scouting? I think he's actually scouting. Hold on, don't fire well. Let him scout. If he gets close enough, we'll run him down with the cavalry. They're looking for where we are because AI don't actually see us. Alright, that's close enough. Let's go. If he runs and the archers... Yeah, I'm worried about the archers, so we're not really going to engage long. I think we hit him for like 500 damage. Very low damage, but we'll take it. Yeah, the archers are shooting. We don't want to take any of that damage on our shock cavalry. We can start manually firing now because the way we miss, we're going to hit some stuff, so might as well. I think we can still hide here. It's still a pretty good spot. Let's put these as 3. See? Getting a little extra range out of that shot. Now some will miss, will be on the other side of the splash pattern, of course, but since we have 15 shots, or now 14, we have plenty before they hit our lines. Alright, we're gonna have them auto fire because they can start a fire pretty easily here. Even though it's raining, the trees can still burn. Alright, they're hidden. Zhou Tai has nothing to do back there, so he's gonna go over here and also charge the back line when we have it. The night battle drops everyone's morale by 15, and then, you know, as they get hit by enemy fire, that loses 4 more morale. As they see the fire burning, once it starts burning, it'll be another 4 points, I believe, of morale. And I think we have Scare, which is another 3 point of morale, so it should be pretty quick work. And I think under attack by cavalry is another 3 points of morale hit. I want to just hit into the forest. We don't know where they are, but they're somewhere there. Yeah, if we can, we'll dump the experience on Zhou Tai because he has a lot of skills we need to get, like reach, flexibility, and also mobility for a little faster speed. Alright, we're gonna go with auto fire, not gonna manually select spots now. And we'll just try to chase down everyone we can. She's giving the damage resistant right now, which is perfect. We're gonna get shot a little bit. Oh, actually, we have formation, so we can actually increase our range block chance by a little bit. Because she is rank 3, so we do get shield wall. I think at tier 4 you get turtle. You don't have shield wall for these militia units because they're low tier and they can't use formations. We'll pull these back so they don't actually get hit accidentally by enemy archers. Alright, I think now it's time. They only have 1 frontline unit charging us, so if we wipe out their range, it should be pretty quick. Just frontal charge it. Oh, don't hit our units at the same time. I pull them back a little. Because we don't want to charge into that. Hide in the forest. There's 25% range protection in the forest. We'll still chase that. Can't really charge that. We'll let them charge that. They're just running. I think the trebuchet shot will find them, right? Because they're the last unit on the ground. There we go. We'll let these guys stay alive. I think they're killing things right here. Good. Chase that. Chase that. One of you come. I just want to pull them this way first before I tell them to chase something over here. The generals still have morale. Actually, no. They're routing too. Alright, so we could just end, and experience will be split evenly among all the units, because it's a garrison fight, so they'll be automatically wiped, which is fine. So we're just going to do that. Alrighty. We will just occupy. Alright, so faction leader is dead. She took over. Cao Cao doesn't have an army nearby. He has taken 2 livestock farm, which I want. I want both of these. Okay, that's totally fine. We're not going to trade away this turn because I want to enjoy 1 turn of replenishment. Also move them out before we trade and become trespassers. So we're going to kind of wait on that, and then we're going to have them move down. We didn't get any items from that fight. And money-wise, we're pretty loaded. Now we're going to turn on a new foe. I think a lot of things need to be done next turn as we get everyone into their respective positions. He's going to come here and do this. Still thinking about where the administrator should go. Probably still Nanyang because it's just the capital. 300 industry. There's more industry here because of that yellow turban forge building. We also have spies available. Ooh, Wen Chou. Our brother's general is willing to turn on him. I like this because it's hard for us to get generals. Zhan Ba is also really good. He's super underrated. He has a lot of good bonuses. I think we'll focus on the MTU characters first. Eyes and ears. So the first spy usage give us bonus experience, which is great. First, we kind of want to see if everyone's happy here, including Yan Liang. I mean, he's in court. Unless he's doing an assignment, he should start picking up lack of purpose bonuses. I'm trying to weigh whether we want to just steal him now, or we pay him 70 per turn to stay and work our way to see if we can get Yan out as well, which would be nice if we take our brother's generals. So first, let's rebalance these. There's a +5 defense on cover. Let's see if I can remember that for the future. And we'll just see if we can... I don't want to discredit him now. It's a -30 hit, but it will slowly wear off. I want to see him go down a little first. He's in the army where? Oh, he's in the main army. He's in Henei. So he's right here. Charge bonus for spear infantry. Warrior of Jieqiao. Okay, so that's kind of the background they gave him for MTU. 60 stat bonus, not bad. 10% speed for one army, 10 melee evasion for spear infantry. So a pretty good standard champion build. Intimidation for extra instinct. Alright, pretty good. Pretty good. Not going to complain. We're going to try to grab him if we can. He's also willing to be a spy, which is interesting. Like turncoat, because he has a title and is in the main army, but still unhappy. That's fine. We're waiting next turn for our... What do you call it? Our... Oh man, what... administrator to show up. Oh, subservience. So this is why the standard vassal doesn't work, because we have a special vassal option that gives us legitimacy. Is that what this is? So for example, if we approach the faction that we kind of shattered, but they're still alive, where are they? Kong Zhou is not dead. Wait, we didn't get a message saying Kong. Oh, there we go, because they changed the names. Right. So Vassalage. So I guess it's okay. Is this something that's new for MTU, or is this something just unique to Yuan Shu? It doesn't say anything about legitimacy. But neither does this. Well, the thing is, I never really played Yuan Shu deep into a campaign, right? So I don't know if we can gain legitimacy through vassalage. Because it says here at the bottom, can be increased by unique support legitimacy deals in diplomacy, and all vassals automatically provide legitimacy. But if you play the 194 campaign, you start out with 2 vassals, and you don't gain any additional, you know, legitimacy from those 2 vassals, which is confusing because I played the preview for that and we don't get any additional legitimacy. Maybe you have to trigger it during the, like, we'll try to maybe spawn force someone to be vassal and then see how that works. We're gonna stay away from this subservice stuff for now. I still can't believe we have so many trade agreement, but no one has a free trade slot. We really need to find a port, and Jiangling might be the one. We could technically peace out and force them to give us some of their items. I mean, they have no generals to equip them to. It's going to go to waste. We can basically ask them for, well, they have 10,000 cash, but they're not willing to pay it. You know, they're stubborn. They're going to go down the ship. She's going to sink with the ship and challenge us during the end turn. We're just going to beat that army. All right, I'm pretty happy we got Ventral at least set up for to service us in the future. Just before we spend money on buildings, I'm just wondering if I can get deals done. I think we're waiting a turn for this deal. So technically we're good. Let's go here. Liu Bei. Not our enemy yet, but not our friend either. He's pretty far away. Oh? Why is Jiang Yong a special character MT? He's not even special. What is this? Comic storyteller? Because he's a joke? Okay, I don't know why he got a special model for MTU, but okay. Alright, we're at war with them. We're at war with them. Timing out in 1 turn. Already timed out, but we have a trade deal with them, which is awkward. We still have 3 turns here. Alright, pretty pricey. Okay, we don't need the money elsewhere. We're going to use it on buildings. One of them is not getting an administrator. I think Runan's not getting the administrator, so we're just going to build here without worrying about the cost. And I want to get the iron mine up to tier 4 before we touch anything else here. I want to upgrade this as well. Okay, that's good. I think we are good to go. Yeah, no one's coming out. Let's end turn. Let's see them suicide into us here. Alright, right on cue. They have come here to suicide. There is no reason to really fight this. We're just going to delegate. Alrighty. And we'll pick up more income. Alright, Zhuo has declared war on us. Not surprised. Basically, if we don't have a legitimacy deal with anyone, they're just going to hate us and just declare war on us. Alright, Liu Chong declared war on Cao Cao. That's great news. Then they can be a really good buffer with us. It is the strangest world where we become best friends with the man we murder. I mean, the reason why we... Oh gosh, he might hit higher satisfaction and leave us. But the reason why we decided to assassinate Liu Chong is because he didn't want to work with us, right? We asked him for food, he didn't give it to us and all that thing. But if he's willing to work with us, you know, why would we hate him? Now this faction is no longer our problem. She doesn't have... Oh, she has items now. Alright. She's level 2 faction leader. Let's just wipe her out. I don't know if we need to keep her alive to get her item. I think we do. But even if we capture... Oh yeah, we want to capture and execute. Okay, so I'm going to fight this, cut it out. We're just going to route her units and then try to take her items because it's nice items. Why not? So see you guys at the end here. Alrighty. We killed everyone except for her, and we got good news because Zhou Tai actually is now Oaththorn with both of the ladies here. So let's see. Get some money. We didn't capture her. So she ran into Cao Cao's territory, which is interesting because we could give chase. Alright, we want that. I don't think we can reach her though. Or we can just let her go. Actually, I don't know. She will suicide again, for sure. Not her, not her. Wrong faction. No trouble. 8.7. Okay. We want... Okay, non-aggression is positive. Military access is not positive. So trespassing would be a thing. Alright, you know what? The rooster is not worth it. Cao Cao can be Liu Chong's problem. We're gonna move our army out, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna trade this to Liu Chong for the marriage, and we're gonna get Luo Jun. It's a rice, you know, it's a grain. Grain's just gonna be valued pretty highly, and we might as well throw this in here and see what else we can get out of this deal. Okay, nothing in that aspect. Maybe money per turn. Maybe even food. How much is AI gonna ask for one food? 3 point. Well, that's too much. We can get our own food. We're gonna ask for money per turn then. He's not that rich. Oh, he's really poor. Not even like he's not rich. He's just straight up poor. Okay, 218. That's fine. We'll get a nice character. We'll give him the territory to buffer us between Cao Cao and us, and we also get the marriage, right? And the non-aggression pack on top of that. Perfect. He has leveled up. Okay. I think he's just going to stay as Simon character. We're not really going to use him for anything else. So we're just going to go bottom here. And then we might even get rid of him in the future. He has fondness because we released him. So it shouldn't be too bad. He just has lack of purpose right now. We'll give him a new job and he should be fine. Alright, well, they didn't change any of his traits, which is nice. So Burren is still here. They gave him a new skill. Guardian. Okay. So just a boost, active boost to everything around him. So I'm guessing all the units will get this bonus as well. Melee damage, melee evasion armor. Fist of the Righteous in melee. Splash damage plus damaging the enemy, melee evasion and armor. Okay, that's really strong. Really strong dueling ability. Die Hard if below 50% health plus 20% melee evasion. And Unbreakable. See, why is there two tiers if there's no distance? Oh, 20% health. Okay, so there's another tier. Okay, so I'm assuming it stacks, and it's 75% melee evasion plus Unbreakable. after below 20% health. So he's an insane duelist. Like, insane duelist. What happened to your weapon? You start out with a silver weapon. Did Liu Chong jack that? We'll do this to push him to over 100 here. I think I'd rather you have instinct instead of authority here. And authority can go on our... I mean, she's leading an army, so the instinct is still good. Here, you can take... It's gonna mess up, I bet. I bet it didn't take from the right person. Right, didn't take from the right person. Yeah, Yuan Shu now got the instinct horse somehow. Even though I don't want the instinct horse. Just won't give it to me. Alright, we'll do this the old-fashioned way. We'll just wait a turn for the cooldown. There you go. Oh, it's on cooldown. Okay, we'll equip him correctly next turn. That's fine. He's very satisfied with us. Came to us through marriage. Extra fondness. This can go on a strategist. Maybe he can take it. But we have 2 copies of this, so it's going to run into the same problem. So we might as well just get rid of that for now. Okay. Alright. So that's good. We figured that out. We're going to start moving our army towards this location. We might reset our army. Okay, I don't care about that. Huang's just losing man, walking around doing nothing. This is an opportunity for us, to be honest. If we... Because we're backstabbing them together. So if he declares war on us at the same time, we have an opportunity. We have a window here. Hold on. There's a lot of things I need to go first. So first thing first, Yang Hong as the administrator. And then Yang Hong needs administrator items. Perfect. And then next step is get the assignments back in place. See, how is he acquiring lack of purpose? Well, he's clearly doing assignments. That feels really weird. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Additionally, we need 2 other assignments. One is the assignment here to boost industries. And then the other assignment is probably here just to build, speed up build time. Huh. We'll decide who's going to do that after we set up our army. So I want to use Luo Jun. He's our nice new toy. The question is, do we want to keep the retinue? Yeah, I think we do. We're gonna do... Do we want to cheat out any movement? That's the other question. Because we can. We can actually hit that army this turn. The timing's off. Alright, so screw that, screw that. We're just gonna send him out. Now ideally we move our daughter to this army, because that could work. Or we can move him in with someone else, but I want to see... Okay, so he doesn't work well with Zhang Xun, so no one works well with him. That's just sad. But we can do Lady Du and Zhang Hong. That could be our second army. Zhang Xun can come here next turn. We don't have any more seasonal deployment. We kind of want to use legitimacy. Is there anyone we can recruit? She's also a decent administrator in the future. We did mention that. She also has Burrent, and she's not a spy, so I think we're going to grab her as well, just so that we can keep this low. We want it ideally in this zone for now. Even this zone is okay. I don't need any bonuses at the current stage. Oh, she comes in angry. Oh, because she has such desire, ambition hits. It's only ambition. Oh, she's rank 4. So we're going to have to give her a court position, which is fine. Or just throw her as administrator. Oh man, then we messed up a little bit. I guess it's fine. She's better in our capital, I guess, because she has all these skills already picked up. But this doesn't hurt either. Alright, so we picked up 2 administrators. We're gonna get rid of her items. Go for that. Okay. We don't have money to build up a force here just yet. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. We set up things pretty nicely. We got ourselves a buffer against Cao Cao, and we're about to betray these early legitimacy factions that we dealt with, hopefully making Lady Wu like us a bit more. Okay, alright, let's go. Let's continue here. Alright, Tao Tian wants to sign non-aggression, but he wants a book and a stone pig, so no deal. Alright, Yuan Shu is getting busy in the north. Good. We're still getting legitimacy from 4 factions. I have to check with which 4. Guosi is available. Interesting. Okay. I don't think we need him. We got some nice champions coming our way, so I don't think we need him. They're healing. We lost our opportunity last turn to crush them, but that's fine. It would have been kind of crazy if we did crush them right there. He can come out and defend. She's really good because she got Poison Wally, but she kind of needs levels at this point if we want to use her, because she has no resiliency. So I think we just throw her. Oh, did we not throw her in here last turn? Oh well, too bad. So the builder is on him. We're gonna have to wait a turn again, aren't we? It's okay. We can save some money for now because we need to save up the money for our army coming up. We don't have any more administrative ones unlocked. No, we don't. Alright, we'll stand here, heal for a turn before we assault that place. Yeah, this was really all. Well, I guess they're not healing much. They have no military supplies because they have no food. They have a city with no farm, so that's our advantage there. Yeah, this legitimacy level is fine. We're just gonna double check where our legitimacy is. He doesn't like Yang Hong. Man, he just doesn't like anyone in our faction. They don't like the local administrator either. Our deal with him is done, so we can attack him. We have a trade deal with him, but we're not going to directly attack him. We're going to attack him and force Liu Biao to force him to attack with us, so we don't actually gain any untrustworthiness. He will time out next turn, so that's fine. Lady Wu, we already timed out with them. Alright, they are no longer interested in supporting us because they currently don't like us. That's understandable. We kind of abandoned them. Hopefully they change their mind later. Alright, there is 6-7 more turn of this. Alright, there's no improving that relationship though. That's fine. 2 more turns. They didn't suicide yet. Can we extract some money from them? There we go. Alright, they equipped it all the items somehow. Just, I don't know how much they're willing to give me. They have 6,000 left? They spend it somewhere? They had 10,000 last I checked. There we go, we'll take that. I was switching for a better deal. Okay, that's fine, we're done with them. Liu Dai. 3 more turns. At war, at war. I like the setup. We're at war with most of the distant factions, and we're friends with most of our neighbors until we decide to turn on them. I don't like how we have no trade deals, and we'll probably lose our only trade deal going forward. But I guess we just have to play it around that. Let's check our spy. Saved up a little points. He is not dropping, so he's probably at court doing something where he's not getting hit by lack of purpose. Maybe we just steal him and free up the spy spot so that we can check other people as well. Because I think that's pretty important. So we just extract. Hope this is not more than +8 or else we're going to have to cancel. Okay, it's not. Alright, so we extracted Wen Chou and we'll be able to check for new characters once he comes back to us. It'll take him maybe a turn or 2. Alright, I think we're good to go. I'm gonna hold them here. Honestly though, they recruit better here because we have the extra 10% replenishment from that. So we're gonna walk over here to do the recruiting. And then while we're doing that, I remember we can do something like this. He can become general of the right to reduce our upkeep for the whole army. And then we can hand over general of the left to Luo Jun as he's preparing to make the recruitment for the army. Unless there's someone else in his army that needs a title. I guess we'll check next turn. Alright, that's perfect. I don't think we got any new unit unlocked. Yeah, we're still playing around with the rule of only one type of each unit, so we're good to go here. We're going to save up a little bit of money to recruit that for that army. We're waiting for another turn to build that up, so let's continue here. Okay, he upgraded to a military alliance. We have a new daughter, Yuan Ningjie. Okay, lovely. Not interested unless they have good items. She has a horse. Not useful. I would like to spend some legitimacy because we're going back into tier 4 here. We can always use the legitimacy assignment, I guess, but right now maybe we just recruit another random general to use. Cao Cao is attacking, I'm hoping Liu Chong, right? I'm hoping he's not bypassing this to come to us, but either way we'll be ready. So Liu Chong's going to lose that and we can retake it and it'll be ours. But first we're going to betray them. And we're going to see if Liu Biao is going to defend them. And that's really all we're discovering here. Wait. Okay. He's defending his vassal. Okay, good for him. hold on. Let me redo this in the right order and also with the right items. We want to maximize instinct. Gonna make her the general of the left for now. She's the least happiest of the group. Alright, most important unit are the range unit. And then the cavalry is the next tier in terms of importance here. And then place one spear guard. And if we can't afford the Z militia, that's fine. We are hitting negative income, which is a big issue. We'll try to find a way to resolve that. We can fight, which is kind of easy thing to do here. Alright, we're just gonna delegate this fight. I want them to pick up some experience as well. Oh, you know what? Let them waste the turn sieging and taking the town, and the other group can keep moving. There we go. Now they will waste the turn of capturing. And this allows them to move a little bit farther to attack the city next. So we got our first source of food. We also got a little bit of spending cash, but there's an upkeep here which is also eating into our money situation. We could just pump our income up, tax our citizens, so no problem. That's the right thing to do here for Yuan Shu, who clearly didn't care about his citizens at all. Alright, we will be fully healed in a while. They could just attack the mine, which is a concern. Mines are not easy to infinitely defend, but I think it's doable if we use the cavalry correctly here, because there is a nice group of cavalry inside that can defend. There's one unit right now, so we're going to use him. Okay, they need to wait at least 2 turns here. They can't reach us. This will buy us a turn. This will buy us a turn. Alright. We're fighting a 2-front war. Liu Chong needs to pull his weight, but I don't know what he's doing. We have an open spy spot. We have no money, but I just want to see who... Oh, we can convince Liu Qi. Zhan Ba is the best character here. We can have him betray them. I don't know, it depends on if the AI feel comfortable attacking us with this size of a force. They're not very strong, so we'll see. We did everything we can. I think there was a trick we could have done. We could have put one of them as Grand Commandant, recruited the army, and then shifted them back into Administrator the next turn. That would have saved us a little bit of gold, because there's a reduction to recruitment here. But that's pretty small benefit. He's almost of age, so he's finally going to contribute his stat to the faction. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see what Liu Biao does. And Cao Cao is closing in on the other side as well. And is there anything we can do to get rid of some legitimacy? We have a little bit too many. Too much. Not too many. I guess Guo Si will be the best character here. Minus 10% construction cost can come in handy in the future. He also has plus 30 stat versus everyone else. Yeah, let's grab him for now. Yeah, alright, we'll just hang on to him for now, and let's end turn here, see what Liu Biao does. Okay, so Liu Biao actually feel comfortable attacking us, which is interesting. So this is a fight where I'm just going to be drawing. I'm going to try to draw out this fight and just win by the timer. And we can do that because he's super fast, and then we can just lead the cavalry out, leave these guys to die inside. And the same logic applies why that works, because the flag inside the county doesn't lose you the battle. So we're just going to be skipping through this one. We're not going to win this. We're just going to draw it out. So see you guys at the end here. Alrighty, turned out we can actually beat them. And we actually beat them pretty easily. These got wiped inside. This one ran out with the general, and we kind of just, ran them in circles, killed off all the units that got routed. They actually had very low morale, a lot of these units, because they're militia units with not full when they showed up. So it turned out to be a pretty easy fight. And they're still on the field, which means our army that's replenishing come in and crush them next turn. So let's pick up some more cash here. Alright, so Tao Qian formed a coalition with Cao Cao. That's interesting. A little bit scared of that. Mother-daughter bonding, good. And they retreated back inside city of Xiangyang, which has a military infrastructure building. So as you can see, they have an extra retinue. It'll take them 2 turns to have these units bounce back. And since they march back, they don't even get replenishment this turn. So we can just let him stay here for a turn, give us an extra turn to muster. The problem is we can't reach because we don't have that much movement here. We might have to give up our mustering bonus and our extra 10% replenishment and move them here so that we can siege them down next turn. We'll figure this out when we come back for next episode, but we're doing okay. We are kind of stuck in a 2-front war because we are in this narrow corridor with Cao Cao pushing in over here. We know he has an army stack here. He has 1.5 army stack here. We're going to try to resolve this battle quickly. As you can see, the color here, Cai Mao didn't actually join their master in the war. He's salmon. He's just vassal of someone who we're at war with. So if we wipe out Huang Zhou, our southern army can actually turn around and go back to defend Runan. Meanwhile, this army is probably good enough to defend it for now by themselves. It's still not a small city yet, so that's our key advantage. We're kind of turning the fact that we don't have food into, something we can exploit with large town and town defense here, and even the jade mine defense. I mean, mines have always been great defensive structures to begin with, and we're going to try to hold them off. By my judgment, there is a bridge here. It'll probably take them 2 turns to come into range to attack any of our territories, and we should be done with Liu Bao by then, and this army should be strong enough. We're going to give them a few more units as we have more money to come back and take on that army with the help of our generals, of course. And hopefully, once we push back Liu Bao and Huang Zhou, we can focus entirely on Cao Cao and reclaim all of this territory and probably wipe him out from the map. And this is also a good opportunity to have Liu Chong kind of weak and squeeze to the top part here. So things are going okay, and we'll come back next episode and see how we proceed from here. So see y'all then. Bye.